update your Ask an Expert profile, go to ask.extension.org. Log in with your eExtension ID and navigate to the AAE dashboard in the black bar in the top left corner. You can also click on your name and avatar in the top right. Here, you're immediately taken to your dashboard in Ask an Expert. You can, at this point, see what I have in terms of my profile to date. But to edit this, or to actually add information to your profile in the beginning, you'll need to click on the Edit Profile link in the top right column, right above your handling rate. You'll then see a page that allows you to confirm that your email and your county and time zone are accurate. If not, you may click on the link beside your name, and that will update that information in our People system, and that's where you got your eExtension ID and where that information is housed. To further complete your profile, you'll need to look at the About Me section and add a short summary about yourself. I chose to link out to my expert bio that's published at extension.org so that people could learn more about me if they chose, but this particular field or paragraph was kept fairly short and concise. Your public name defaults to your first name and the initial of your last name. However, you may change this and add whatever public name you choose. Lastly, the general profile allows you to upload an image of yourself. We do recommend 100 by 100 pixels or 250 by 250 as a preferred size of this particular thumbnail image. You'll simply add that by browsing your computer, selecting the appropriate file, and then uploading. And lastly, you'll save your changes. When you click Save Changes, it does jump you back to your Ask an Expert profile. So to further edit your profile, you'll need to click Edit Profile again. In here, you'll see that there are options to indicate the location in which you reside. So in my case, I live in Kentucky, so that is selected. But if I needed to change that, I would simply click the X and select a different state. Tags. Tags are really the lifeblood of Ask an Expert. Tags are what enable you and others to reassign questions to the people that are most appropriate. So here, you simply add tags by clicking in the edit box and starting to type a tag that you feel reflects your areas of expertise. So you can see that the standard tags that are already listed on my profile are very equine related because that's my subject matter background. But say I also had interest or ability to field questions in the area of horticulture. So if that were the case, I would start to type the word horticulture, and you can see that there's a variety of tags that are already in Ask an Expert that are already being used around the topic of horticulture. So say I was a weed specialist, I could actually go down to horticulture weed or something that's more specific, but I also could choose the general bucket of horticulture as an overarching tag. So to simply select that, I can just click on the tag or complete typing that out and hit the return button. Since I'm not an expert in horticulture, I'll need to remove this from my list of tags, and that's very easily done by just clicking on the X. And when doing so, you can see that it automatically disappears. You'll learn later how these tags work with the answering and fielding of questions and the rerouting, but it's very important to always keep these up to date and allow these tags to also mimic the tags of the different groups that you are going to be involved in, and we'll talk about that as we move forward. Answering. You have some choices about answering questions. If you are away or anticipate that you're going to be at a professional meeting and will not be able to answer questions within 24 to 48 hours, you do have the option to mark an away status. The key, though, is to remember to come back and uncheck this when you are available to field questions once again. The automatic assignment choices give you some flexibility to get questions from the groups that you will join, as well as questions from anywhere. You can fine-tune your choices to only field questions from your state or that match your county specifically. However, we do discourage this because getting involved in Ask an Expert, you will have an opportunity to work with others and see and field and help reroute questions, and that's a little more limiting if you choose just a county or state designation. Finally, at the bottom of this page, you'll be able to add a customized signature. So for mine, it's very simple. However, you might want to choose to add additional information that's a standard signature that will populate any question that you are answering at that time. And this prevents you from having to add this information each and every time you answer a question. So I do encourage you to use this email signature, so that way it saves you time later. The nice thing is, though, that when you do field those questions, you can always modify this, especially if it's someone that you feel might need to give you a call and you want to add, say, your phone number. So those things are modified at the time of answering questions, but the standard signature is pretty handy. Group notifications. We're going to look here at the different groups that you can be involved in, and here you are currently a member of these groups. It's just simply showing me some groups that I have been involved in or have started as a helper of eXtension. And so you can see that you have two choices. You can be notified every time a group gets a new question, or you can send a daily summary. So I recommend the daily summary option because what you'll get is a nice concise email at the end of the day letting you know the different types of questions that have come into the groups that you will later join. And we'll show that in another video segment. But when you receive these summaries, this allows you, whether you get them at the time the question arrives or whether you get them at the end of the day, it helps you help others field questions and reroute them to be more timely and proactive with your Ask an Expert and Ask an Expert widgets. So in a nutshell, this pretty much covers what you need to know in terms of updating your profile. I'll click on my name at the top and you can see sort of again, the tags that are on my profile, the short description that I've chosen for myself, and you can actually see how your profile is shaping up by clicking on the public profile link that is located right below your name and your title. So here, if I were to go into ask.extension.org and view a question that I fielded or someone out there in the world were to be doing this, they could actually click on my name and they could see this information about me as an expert and what my credentials are. So that's why this is so very important that you take the time to complete your profile, not only for the public to know your background, but also so that the tags are on your account so that we can, as a team, work together to make sure that you're fielding the questions that are most appropriate to your areas of expertise. Thank you.